Hey everyone, it's Jen. Welcome back to Student Stories. We're thrilled to have you with us today. Today we are joined by a new friend. Friend, please introduce yourself to our listeners and our viewers.
I'm Addie. I am in my senior year here at Johnson County Community College, and I'm in the fashion design program, and it's been a great journey so far.
Awesome. You and I talked quite a bit offline before the show, and I loved getting to know you. Thank you so much for being with us today. You have a pretty incredible backstory about how you came to study here at Johnson County Community College. Will you share that with our listeners and our viewers?
Yes! It was not really like a part of my plan, actually. So when I was younger, I was quite the tomboy. I was running around in jeans and probably my brother's shirt. It was actually a fight to get me in any kind of dress. And I would work on old cars with my dad. And with that, we would go to car shows. And then I saw my first pinup girl, and I was like, oh my God. I've got to, that's got to be me. I've got to do that. And so I would slowly start incorporating like pinup style into my everyday style. I didn't do it today because I was at work. So I slowly started incorporating that into my style. And then I was originally going to go to KU, but it was during 2020, so it was like that year. And so it just wasn't really the experience that I had hoped for. And that led me to be like, okay, I just need a gap year. I need to like find myself. So I stopped doing that. And then I went out to Oregon, and I was there for like a little while, like a year, I think. And then it was still, 2022-ish. And so people weren't quite back to like socializing. So I had like no friends and also no money. So I was like, oh God, I gotta come back. So then I did come back. And then my dad was like, hey, fun fact, you actually have to do something with your life. You should try the fashion program at Johnson County. And I was like, I didn't know that was an option because fashion just kind of feels, to me anyway, at the time, it felt like one of those careers that you just pick when you're like 12. And then people tell you to be more realistic, and then you go into something like finance. I didn't know it was like for real an option. And then I got here, and I didn't want to talk to a counselor because I don't like talking to people.
Well, like, were you afraid they would try to discourage you from it?
No,
or...
I'm scared of talking to new people, and so
I enrolled. Not been my experience with her, folks. She's wonderful, but anyway, continue.
I just enrolled in whatever. So I was enrolled in like design and merchandising. So I have a bunch of like random credits that don't transfer over, but I still had a blast doing it. And that led me to like my senior year here now, and it's almost done.
Which is pretty incredible. So I love the whole pinup girl story. We talked about it offline. I love that whole story. What do you think about the pinup girl look or the pinup girl vibe that attracted you to that? I mean, is it the fashion end of it? Is it the history end of it?
It's like all of it, I think. Because I was pretty like masculine growing up, and so the first pinup that I saw was kind of like a gothabilly, rockabilly type vibe.
That's so cool.
So it had like undertones of like masculine style that I was like, whoa, this looks so rad. Like, why don't more people do this? Because everyone that I saw, because I grew up in Salina, they were wearing like t-shirts and jeans and farm boots. And it was not at all a pinup girl. And I was like, I saw this lady, I was like, I'm in love. I have to be you. I have to be you immediately.
Love that.
And like her confidence, like the way she was walking, everything about her was just like, oh, that's it right there.
Yeah. So kind of going alongside that, we talked offline about a parallel love that you have for burlesque.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about that, if you would.
So burlesque, I remember Dita Von Teese was like how I got into that, because like Dita Von Teese outside, she also dresses kind of pinup style, and so I would use her as style inspiration on Pinterest, and then I was like, who is this lady? I see her everywhere. Dita Von Teese, let's look that up. And I was like, whoa, ball game changed forever. This is so cool too. And the costumes that they have and like the rhinestones. That's what I love to do at work, is put rhinestones on stuff. I just love it, all of that. And like the jazz music, oh my God, get out. I love jazz.
And the vibe of it all. And
yes.
Like you said, the confidence of it all. That burlesque has women of all shapes, all sizes, all colors, all ages, and they're all beautiful. And they know it,
and it looks so good.
Absolutely. And not only that, it makes every other woman feel beautiful too. You know what I mean? It makes them feel represented, it makes them feel seen. So yeah, I think that's amazing. I really, really do. So you actually have an off-campus job that ties together your love for burlesque and your love for fashion.
I do indeed. I just got off of work actually, so I'm in my comfy clothes because I'm often on the floor doing stuff down there. I work at So Magic. It's in Lenexa, and I have a wonderful, amazing boss. Her name's Erin. She's like a creative genius because the costumes she makes, she'll like show me a sketch and be like, this is what we're doing for today. I'm like, your brain came up with that? Like, how did you do that?
Yeah, I can't do
it
that.
Looks so good. And she's got, like, the biggest heart in the world, dude, 'cause, like, the other day, I was like, "I need to practice getting elastic into, leg holds, like, I can't do it. I need to buy a spandex off of you," and she's like, "Don't be ridiculous, darling. Here you go."
I love
And
that.
so I get to practice that and nail that down. So we mostly make, costumes for, like, big groups, like, of dancers, and she actually just signed with Ole Miss, I think, which is super cool. She's been,
Wow.
like, working her butt off to get those kinds of schools, and, like, as she should, because her work is crazy good.
Wow. So would this be like for the band or for the dancers or the
For the dancers,
cheerleaders?
I
Okay,
think the dancers are the cheer team. I
wow.
don't remember which one.
So cool.
Yes.
Very, very cool.
Yes.
So you are a senior this
Yes.
year. You're graduating in May. Can you tell us kind of what comes next for you after your time here with us at JCCC?
Who's to say? I kind of want to go to FIT, but that like means living in New York, which like it sounds cool for like the first 30 minutes, and then you're like, oh my god, I live in New York. It's like, oh, it's too many people all the time, 24/7. So it could go either way. I might continue down FIT or just like stay here and find something here. Who's to
Mhm.
say? I don't know.
So, on the topic of being a senior,
Mhm.
tell us a little bit about the capstone project that's involved with being a senior in the fashion program and your involvement with
Yes.
it.
So there's a fashion show at the end of the year every year, as a capstone project, and each student gets to kind of pick their own fashion line and like what they want to do, and it's so cool to see like everyone's personality kind of come out because you can like literally make it whatever you want to make it. Um, so as far as the designer students go, I don't know what the merchandising students do. I know they help. I just don't know what they do because that's not me. Um, you start off with making your concept board, and then you get your target customer and nail that down, and then you present your boards to your instructors, and they give you a lot of feedback, and then from there you do your sketches, and then they present again, be like, here's my sketches, please like them. And
Please don't say
then
no.
yes, like I don't want to redraw
Worked
this,
really
please,
hard on that.
please, you have to like this. I don't want to draw anymore. I can't do it. And then you just start designing, and it's really cool to see like an idea that like was in your head come to life. It's the coolest thing ever.
How many pieces do you have in the show?
I think 7. You only
7.
are required to make 5, but I am extra.
Wow. And what kind of pieces are they? Are they burlesque pieces? And
I
kind of,
wish.
oh, dang, that's too bad.
No, I mean it is based off of burlesque dancers, but in the fashion industry, you want to have like a level of marketability, and so with burlesque, it only like is a small demographic. So
Very
my
niche
line
audience.
is based off of burlesque kind of vibe. Um, it's just like more marketable for a wider audience.
Gotcha. So circling back to your studies here at JCCC,
Mhm.
has there been a class or two classes or a professor or an experience academically that has just really spoken to you and, you know, been really impactful for you?
Pretty much all of it, because like again, when I
That's so
first
cool.
started this, I had a mild interest in sewing. It wasn't really like a thing that I was like, oh, this is what I was made to do. Because some people in this industry are like, yeah, I was born to do this. I've been doing this since I was 6. I'm like, that is crazy good for you.
Right.
Um, I've had a lot of like instructors help me come down the path, like Joy, love Joy. She's the head department. Shout out to Joy, love you. And then Audrey, she also gives really good feedback. Britt gives really good feedback. Jordan, I love Jordan. Ashley, I love all of them. They're all so great. I think my favorite class that really like made me be like, oh yeah, this is where I belong, is the draping class, and that's because that was the first time that you pick something that you want to make. Because for the other classes, you are working off patterns and it's not your stuff. You're just learning how to do it. The draping class is the first class that you have that you sketch something of your own and you can like watch it come to life. And it is the
Wow.
coolest thing ever.
So how does it come to life then? Do you make individual pieces of it or do people help you with it?
No, it's
Once you
all
make
on
it,
you. So
that's so cool.
you can do draping with you can do like flat pattern for some of it. But most of the time it's you have to drape it. That's like part of the class is draping.
Mhm.
You make the pattern and then you sew it all up, do it yourself, and it is so cool. It's so cool.
That is very cool. On the topic of cool, tell us about your love for a certain kind of vehicle.
Oh, yes. So I currently have a 1955 Plymouth Belvedere.
It's gorgeous, you guys.
I've had a lot of antique cars throughout my life. Like I think I've owned at least 50. bare minimum. A lot of the
Wow.
times we would have them for a week before we'd sell them. My second favorite car, I had a 1950 Studebaker Champion, but it had a hole in the engine block, and I'm like, I don't have money for this.
Is that the red one that you showed me?
No, that was
No.
the 57.
Oh, it's
The
gorgeous. You guys gorgeous.
it was a project.
So what is it about the Belvedere that made you fall in love with it?
Honestly, I think it's just like a tie back to being a little kid again with my dad, working on old cars. It's like a piece of me that I still carry with me because like I don't know, I remember when my dad first started working on cars. I was 9 years old, and he was trying to get my brothers to go out and do it with him, and they're like, "Oh my god, no, we want to play video games. Go away." And I was 9 years old, and I had something to prove, so I was like, I want to do it. I didn't even intend on like doing it to like it. I just wanted to prove that I'm better than them. And so I started working on them, and I was like, wait a minute, this is actually really fun. My first ever project car was a 1949 Pontiac Fleetmaster, and it
Wow.
was covered in tar, and I got the evil work. My dad's like, here you go, here's a heat gun, 9-year-old, and a scraper, get to work.
Oh my gosh. Wow. So back
Yeah.
to the Belvedere. Is that a really rare car these days? Are they easy to find? I can't imagine they're inexpensive at all.
They're
They're probably very expensive.
So the one that I have is a two-door, which only I think just about 50 grand were produced. And I don't
Wow.
know how many are like rotting in fields or like parted out. It's
Right.
the antique car community is like it's getting increasingly smaller because like cars wreck, things degrade.
Mhm.
It's part of aging.
And it's probably very, very pricey as a hobby. I mean, it's not
Oh
like,
my god,
getting
dude.
your crochet, just go down to the store and get some yarn. It's not like that at all.
No,
Yeah.
especially like when it comes to like body work and like mechanical work, cause like sometimes there are things that I mostly do on my own, but then some things I just like I'm not even gonna mess with this. It can go to the shop.
Right.
I don't even want to touch it. I don't even want to touch it.
You also have a few dogs too.
I like to joke that I'm slowly becoming Cruella de Vil because I have a love for fashion. I have two Dalmatians. Their names Comet and Cupid. Comet just turned 2, which is crazy. I feel like I just got him like 2 seconds
Happy
ago.
birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, baby. So when you do have free time, which I can't imagine is very often, given how busy and how crazy your schedule is, how do you like to spend your time?
Oh my gosh. This summer the like hobby of the week was camping and rock climbing, outdoorsy kind of stuff.
Very cool.
But then I also do my grandma hobbies, so I've got like crocheting and then sewing,
Love
obviously.
that.
Cooking, dog training was one. Super into the gym right now. I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's just like if there's a hobby you can think of, I probably have it.
Me too. Me too. We were talking about ADHD hobby.
Yeah, and they're like the
jumping back
most
and forth and
random
back and forth.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I'm really into like the crafting of letter opener handles. Like, all
Okay,
right, that's
I'm
really
sorry,
really
I need more
niche.
information than that. Tell me.
Like if you like carving them, or like you can make clay ones, like just letter opener handles.
So like, okay, so the letter, okay, so not the stabby thing at
No.
the end that you stab in, but what you hold. Okay, what do you like? How do you do that?
I usually just use
ceramic
clay.
or
I'm a
clay?
huge nerd, and I played Tomb Raider, and this in one of the one of the games. She's got this like really cool like dagger, but it's like a letter opener. And I was like, I've got to have that.
That's so cool.
And then I made it. And I was like, wait, this is actually really fun. I want to keep
That's
doing
so
this.
cool. That's so cool. So how do you stay organized when you juggle so many different, responsibilities? You're pulled left, right, and to the center. How do you stay organized?
Usually, I've tried things like because people are always like, use a planner and lose it. Like no, or like I'll ask Siri, and then she's like, actually, I'm not reminding you. I hate you. So I use the app Structured.
Stop asking me.
Yes. So like Structured is an app, and I think you have to pay for it. I don't know. It's like $1 a year. It's super worth it in my opinion. I don't even notice that my Apple takes it out of my like account. It shows you your entire day hour by hour, and it will like you can tell like. I need to go grocery shopping this week. I need to go pick my little brother up from the pool, and I need to get my hair done. And it will like find slots of time for you where it belongs,
Nice.
so you don't even have to think about it. Because usually I'm like, I don't even have time for this. Because like when you get like locked up, when you have all these things to do, you're like, I don't even want to do it. Don't even put it on the schedule. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So, do you have a favorite place here on campus that you like to study? Do you study off campus, here on campus, in the fashion area, someplace else?
There's not really a place like to study the classes that I'm in anymore, just because a lot of it is like hands on, and so
So you're required to be there in
mhm.
the in this salon.
Yeah,
or
I'm usually
studio
in
area.
the lab
The lab.
because they have like big tables, and like working with like doing fashion design, you need a lot of space, like a ton of space. Like I have my own hobby room in my house just because I tried to do it.
That's so
Like when I
cool.
was living in my apartment, I would do it on my kitchen floor, and like it was terrible. And we had a cat. It was my roommate's cat, and he would like knock stuff over and like step on things. Like you're in the way. Like I can't do this. So I have my own hobby room because you need a lot of space.
Yeah.
So the lab is my favorite place to be. Or honestly, there's like this like little bench thing like right outside this place.
Really?
It's like in
Outside
the
the
corner.
studio?
Yes,
Really?
it's in the corner. I don't know. I like little spaces that I just like fit nicely in.
That
So
is so cool.
that's like my corner. When people are there, like ruins my
Like,
whole
I
day.
know, like, get out. Like,
Yeah, that's
this is
my corner.
space.
Get out.
You cannot be here.
Yeah, if you're watching this, it's my corner. It's my turf.
So, are the lab hours pretty accessible, or do you have to come between X and Y time, or can you kind of come and go when you want?
I mean, I come and go when I want. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. Shout out to Alex. Alex is our little lab assistant. They are so wonderful. They usually host open labs. It's allegedly from like 10 to 2, but like if we
Okay.
need to get stuff done, they are willing to like stay behind and
Mhm.
like like be there. I'm like, I love you so much.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
So, what would you say to someone who were to say to you, "Oh, I'm really interested in fashion, but I don't think I could study it. I can't go to JCCC." What would you say to those folks?
I would say, yeah, you absolutely can. I did not think that I was gonna be doing fashion, and now I'm making an entire fashion line. Like I before I started, well, you should have seen the stuff that I was making when I would operate a sewing machine. I didn't know what a seam allowance was, and so I was just sewing right on the edge of the fabric, and all came apart. I'm like, what am I doing
Don't
wrong?
know what that is either.
You learn so much in such a short amount of time, and
Mhm.
like it's like for all people. Like there's different people of all ages, backgrounds, and it's like it is so wonderful.
I think it would be really cool to be a part of someone's journey. Like you were saying that Joy is working with, what did you say, Ole Miss? On
Oh
costuming.
no, Erin is.
Erin, I'm
She's
so
at my
sorry.
at my job.
Sorry about that, Erin. That she's working with Ole Miss on some
Hmm.
costuming. How cool to get to see your work on a screen, on TV or on a
Yes.
dancer or a wedding or something like that. To know that something you put your heart and soul into is a part of somebody's special moment. That's got to be huge, and that's forever, right? Nobody can take that from you. That's
Yeah.
forever. So yeah. So is there anything that you have made for yourself that's just your favorite thing? Wear it all the time. Think it's fantastic. Or is it harder to make clothes for yourself than it is to make clothes for other people?
It's kind of a mix of both. Like right now, I'm not gonna make anything for myself because I'm already doing so much. I'm like, if I have to sew anything else, I'm gonna drink a jean jacket through a straw. I don't want to. I just can't do it. I just
You
don't have
heard it
time to
here
make
first.
stuff for myself.
Drink a jean jacket. I've never heard that before.
I don't want to make stuff for myself. When I first started sewing, I would make stuff for myself because like I don't want to make something for someone else and have it be like totally screwy. That'd be like so degrading. Like here's your shirt. It has 4 sleeves.
Yeah,
I don't know what
figure it
happened, but
out.
that's your problem.
Yeah.
So I started off making myself stuff also because it was hard to find clothing that was like pinup for me because
Mhm.
the stuff online it was just like poor quality and I just didn't like it. It was just gross.
Mhm.
And I lived in a small town, so there was no stores near me
Right.
that had that. So I was like, well, just gotta learn up.
Yeah.
Gotta make it myself.
Yeah, that is so exciting. That is so exciting. If any of our listeners were to want to see any of your designs, or do you have a website? Do you have an Instagram? Do you?
The fashion show is at the end of the year, so if you want to come to that. But I also
That's
do have an
right.
Instagram, Atomic Addie. I only post occasionally on there. I probably should post my stuff, but I'm incredibly lazy.
So I told you in our pre-interview that sometimes I like to ask a fun question
I'm
of
scared.
our guests, and my fun question for you is this: given how many irons you have in the fire, how many balls you have in the air, you are so busy. Let's say you had a gajillion dollars and no time commitments. You don't have to be at work. You don't have a big showcase that you're planning for. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna spend that money and spend that
Oh
time?
my gosh. I spend the time just like laying down. Maybe sleep a full
Leave me
night.
alone. I'm sleeping.
Yes. What would I do? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm like perpetually poor, so I don't even know what I would do.
Would
Oh,
you
oh my gosh.
travel?
I would first of all I'd pay back all the people that I borrowed from back in the day. Oh my gosh, like back in the day I was really poor. So sorry, Mr. Johnson. You had to pay all my band tabs. Love you. You're so great for that. So I'd pay all them back and then I would put money in the students' accounts who were also in the same position that I was
love
because
that.
it just sucks being poor, dude. It's
Yeah,
like, oh God, I
yeah.
don't want to do this.
So as we're coming to the end of our time together today, is there anything that you'd like to say? Anything else? Any parting words that you'd like to share with our listeners and our viewers on YouTube? Or
Yes, I have 2 quotes that are like forever ingrained in my brain.
share?
I have procrastination is the cost of the life that you could have lived, And fear
Wow.
of embarrassment is the thief of opportunity. So if you're scared to do something, just be
Wow.
like, who actually cares? Like, why am I embarrassed? Embarrassment is optional. Embarrassment is a social collar. You don't have to be embarrassed about something. Like, you could just do it and be like, okay, who cares?
Absolutely.
To be
And
cringe is to be free.
absolutely fall into the cringe. I mean,
Yeah.
here I am, a singer, right? Studying music at 53 at JCCC. One of the reasons I waited so long is because I was embarrassed and I didn't want to be judged. I don't care. Judge me all you want. I
You're
don't
only
care.
being judged from below. People who are actually like on their grind set and like
Yep.
doing with them and like being successful, they're not gonna look down on you for trying to be like, ugh, loser.
No.
It's the people who want to keep you down with you that'll be like, ugh, what is this weirdo doing?
You are only judged from below. I love that. That's amazing. You know, I mean, the choice is yours, right? You can
Mhm.
say, I'm gonna stop my dream and put my dream on hold because I'm afraid of what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna go live my life and be happy. And you know what? If you want to laugh and poke and make fun of me, I don't know.
Yeah.
At least I'm having fun. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm doing the things that make me happy. So yeah, say that again. What was your quote that you said? You only are judged from
Below.
below.
Mhm.
Love that. All right. Well, I think this is a great place to close. Thank you so much, Addie, for being with us.
Of course.
For
Thank you
sharing
for
your story
having
with
me.
us. Good luck on the capstone. We can't wait. When is the fashion show, and how would our listeners get a ticket to come?
Allegedly, it's April 18th. I want to
Allegedly.
say it's sometime in April.
Okay.
Tickets go so incredibly fast, so you have to be like Taylor Swift, you know, when she like puts her tickets on sale, and all the
Chapel
Swifties
Roan.
are like, I gotta reload it. So that's what you gotta do, it. And if you want to get tickets, you gotta be like on
On the
it.
ball.
Yeah. I don't know when tickets drop. I wish I did.
So would that be on the website, on
It
the
is.
jccc.edu website?
I believe
for
it
the fashion
is.
program? Okay, very, very
There's
good.
like a bunch of links you can follow, I imagine, to
And
get there.
And if anybody has any questions, you can always send them to me at CupcakeGen1972 on the socials, and I will happily send those on to Addie, and we will get you the answers that you need. We bid you a farewell from here in the Student Center on the campus of Johnson County Community College. Tune in every Wednesday when we have new episodes of Student Stories. Thank you again, Addie, for being here.
Yes, of course. Me too.
Bye, guys. Have a great one.